The Galactic Council chambers were silent, a rare occurrence for a species that thrived on debate and discourse. The holographic projection in the center of the room displayed a single image, a fleet of sleek metallic ships, their designs unlike anything the Council had ever seen. The ships were human, and they were everywhere. Councillor Valen of the Zarathi Alliance, a species that had spent over 3 centuries perfecting their flagship, the Eternal Horizon, stood at the podium. His voice, usually calm and measured, trembled with a mix of awe and disbelief. This is impossible. We have records. Humanity only achieved interstellar travel 50 of their years ago. How? How could they have done this? The hologram shifted, showing a timeline. Humanity's first warp-capable vessel, the Odyssey, had been launched in 2147. It was a crude, inefficient design, barely capable of reaching the nearest star system. But then, something changed. The timeline accelerated. Ships began appearing at an exponential rate. By 2157, humanity had a fleet. By 2160, they had hundreds. Ambassador Krell of the Thalaxian Dominion, a species known for their meticulous engineering and patience, leaned forward. His 4 eyes narrowed as he studied the data. Their technology is primitive by our standards. Yet, they have achieved what we could not. They have scaled production to a level that defies logic. How? The answer came from an unexpected source. A human diplomat, Ambassador Elena Reyes, stood from her seat at the far end of the chamber. She was young by galactic standards, her species' lifespan a mere blink compared to the centuries-long lives of the Council members. Yet, there was a quiet confidence in her demeanor, a spark of defiance in her eyes. "Councillors," she began, her voice steady, "you ask how we did it. The answer is simple. We didn't do it alone." The hologram shifted again, this time showing Earth. The planet was a hive of activity, its surface dotted with massive shipyards, factories, and research facilities. But what caught the Council's attention were the people, billions of them, working in unison. Humans of every nation, every culture, every background, united by a single goal. "We are not like you," Elena continued. "We do not have centuries to spend perfecting a single ship. We do not have the luxury of time. What we do have is each other. When we set our minds to something, we move as one. We innovate, we adapt, and we build. Not because it is easy, but because it is necessary." Councillor Valen shook his head, his tendrils twitching in agitation. "But the resources, the coordination required. It is unfathomable. How did you manage it?" Elena smiled, a hint of pride in her expression. "We call it the human factor. When faced with a challenge, we do not see obstacles. We see opportunities. We see a problem and we solve it. Together, our shipyards are not run by a single government or corporation. They are run by thousands of independent groups, each contributing their expertise. Our engineers work around the clock, sharing ideas, refining designs, and pushing the boundaries of what is possible. And when one of us falls, another steps up to take their place." The chamber fell silent once more as the Council absorbed her words. For centuries, the Galactic Council had viewed humanity as a curious but insignificant species, too divided, too chaotic to ever achieve greatness. Yet, here they were, standing on the precipice of becoming a galactic power. Ambassador Krell leaned back in his seat, his expression unreadable. "And what do you intend to do with this fleet, Ambassador Reyes? Will you use it to conquer? To dominate?" Elena's smile faded, replaced by a look of determination. "No. We built this fleet not to conquer, but to protect. To explore. To ensure that no species, no matter how small or insignificant, is left behind. We have seen what happens when the strong prey on the weak. We will not let that happen again." The hologram shifted one final time, showing the human fleet in action. The ships moved with precision, their formations flawless. They were not just machines, they were a testament to what humanity could achieve when they worked together. Councillor Valen sighed, a sound that echoed through the chamber. It seems we have underestimated you, Ambassador. Perhaps it is time we learned from your example. Elena nodded, her expression softening. We are not perfect. We make mistakes, but we learn from them, and we grow. Together. As the council adjourned, the hologram faded, leaving only the image of Earth in the center of the room. A small blue planet, teeming with life and potential. A reminder that greatness is not measured by the size of one's fleet, but by the strength of one's spirit. And humanity's spirit was unbreakable.